Hello guys, welcome back. Our topic for today is a Boolean data type. For Boolean data type, we're only going to talk about two things. That is true and then false. So all Boolean data types are just or can just be represented by either true or false. True and then false. But what we have to know is that every truthy value evaluates to 1 and then these false values also evaluates to 0. So we can actually perform mathematical operations on these true and false. That is the Boolean data types. They are just true or false. All right. So if we say print true plus false, since true evaluates to 1 and then false evaluates to 0, we are expecting 1 plus 0 and then that should give it 1. So if we run this, if you remember earlier in the course when we were introducing our IDs, I made emphasis on this kind of problem. Since we have this file, that is the previous course, user input in the same directory that I created this file, when I try to run this, it's calling that previous file. So I can stop it here and then right click here and then run this file. So I run this and then I'm getting 1. So print true plus false, we are getting 1. We can also print true minus false and we should expect 1 minus 0, which is also 1. We can also say print true times false and then we are expecting what? 0. That is 1 times 0 is 0. So we can also say print true exponent false and then if you run this, you are getting 1 because any number raised to the power 0 is 1. So these are some basic things that we can do with the Boolean data type, the true or false. But what values actually represent true values and what values actually represent falsy values? So we have something called truthy and falsy. So if we try to Google about truthy and falsy, let's see what you get. Truthy versus falsy, Python. And I'll try to take our answer from Stack Overflow, since Stack Overflow is the friend of every programmer. Whenever that you have any problem, you can come to Stack Overflow and then check it out. So let's check this answer out. You use truthy and falsy to differentiate from bool values true and false. A truthy value will satisfy the check performed by if or while. We will reach the if and else statement. But what I am interested about is all values are considered truthy except for the following, which are falsy. That is the non-data type. We will talk about it. False, Boolean type that we have just seen. Numbers that are numerically equal to 0, including integer 0, float 0, complex number 0. All these empty list, empty dict, all these data types that you're going to talk about, and then empty dictionary. So all those empty data types represent a falsy value, and then anything that is not empty represents a true value. So let's look at something here. Let me comment this out. And if we try to print, let's say int, this is how we initialize an empty integer, all right? And we can't have an empty number, so it's going to evaluate to 0. So if we print this, we are getting 0. So if you try to run bool, that is the Boolean data type in Python represented with what? Bool, as integers is represented by int. For Boolean, it is represented by bool. So if you try to run this, and then we do something like this, we wrap it up. Let's see what we get. We are getting false because it's an empty data type. And if we try to print bool of anything at all, anything that is not empty, let's say non-empty string, if we run this, we are expecting true. So the first one is false and the second one is true. We will explore more about the Boolean data types when we reach comparison operators and then conditional statements. It's very important that we get to understand these kind of concepts. These are the little things, as I always say, that we are going to use to build a bigger thing. So bye bye for now. See you in the next video.